The mangroves breathe differently than the other forests or fields. Here, the world shifts between land and water, between tide and stillness, between silence and the quiet pulse of hidden life. And perched somewhere is this tangle of roots and shifting light sits a kingfisher that few people ever see. A heavy silhouette on a low branch, a flash of deep blue cutting through humid air, a call that echoes through the brackish waterways. This is the brown-winged kingfisher, a bird of remote, untamed coastal creeks. Welcome back to the Birdbook Podcast, where every feather tells a story. And in today's journey, we are into tidal forest to meet one of the most elusive kingfishers of South Asia. The brown-winged kingfisher is among the largest kingfishers in India, measuring nearly 35 centimeters from bill to tail. Its appearance is bold, unmistakable, and most striking feature is its oversized crimson bill, thick, powerful, and bright against the muted light of the mangroves. Its crown and nape are washed in warm cinnamon orange, blending gently into a rich golden brown on the wings. The back and rump shine with a deep velvety blue, a shade so saturated that it seems almost unreal in the soft mangrove light. Its throat and breast are a clean buff white, and its sturdy legs grip branches with a confidence that matches its robust build. In the dim tunnels of mangroves branches, this combination of colors cinnamon, cobalt, white, and red makes the bird glow like a hidden ember of. The brown-winged kingfisher is a specialist, tied closely to the mangrove ecosystems of South and Southeast Asia. In India, it is found primarily in the Sundarbans, that vast shifting network of creeks, islands, and tidal forests stretching through West Bengal and Bangladesh. Outside India, it occurs across Myanmar, coastal Thailand, Vietnam, and parts of Malay Peninsula. This bird is intimately connected to salt water or brackish water. It prefers the calm interior creeks, narrow channels, and shaded pools where mangrove roots create natural perches. Unlike the white-throated or common kingfisher, it almost never appears far inland. It is a quiet resident of the tidal zone where every hour the land itself changes shape. In these hidden waterways, the brown-winged kingfisher sits silently watching. It is a bird of patience, blending into a landscape where movement is rare and sounds move slowly through the heavy air. Though it belongs to kingfisher family, the brown-winged kingfisher is not primarily a fisher. Instead, its diet consists of surprisingly variety. Carp skirting between mangrove roots, small fish darting through still water, frogs perched on exposed mud banks, and even large insects all form part of its menu. From its low perch, the bird waits for a perfect moment, then drops decisively with a splash or a quick strike. The heavy bill is not just an ornament. It is adapted to crush crustaceans and dispatch prey that would challenge small kingfishers. Each hunt is deliberate, powerful, and efficient, a reflection of the bird's mastery of its tidal world. One of the surest signs that you are in the territory of a brown-winged kingfisher is its distinctive. One of the surest signs that you are in the territory of a brown-winged kingfisher is its distinctive voice, which echoes across narrow creek with surprising force. Often the sound reaches the ear long before the bird reveals itself. Unlike many other kingfisher that boldly advertise their presence, this species is shy and often solitary. It prefers dense, shadowy areas where sunlight filters through layers of mangrove foliage. It flies lower over water, hugging the contours of the creek, and rarely ventures into open spaces. For bird watchers, even a brief sighting is considered a gift, a moment of privilege in a place where nature still controls the rhythm of the life. Very little is known about the breeding Very little is known about the breeding biology of the species, which adds to its mystique. Nesting likely occurs in natural cavities within mud banks or in dead trees' trunks. This inaccessibility of these habitats, especially during high tide, makes their nests difficult to locate and study. What is clear is that brown-winged kingfisher relies entirely on the stability of mangrove ecosystem for reproduction. Any changes in water flow, salinity, or vegetation can alter its chances of nesting successfully. This dependence makes it a sensitive indicator of health of the coastal wetlands. The brown-winged kingfisher is currently listed as near threatened to IUNC Red List. Its distribution is fragmented and its survival is tied to habitats that are shrinking rapidly due to coastal development, aquaculture, pollution, and rising the Sundarbans, one of the strongest remaining strongholds, faces threats from erosion, climate change, cyclones, and unsustainable tourism. As mangroves retreat, these birds retreat with them. Protecting mangrove forest is not only essential for biodiversity but also crucial for climate resilience, shoreline protection, and the survival of the species like this kingfisher whose world is bound to the tides. The brown-winged kingfisher is more than just a bird. It is a symbol of quiet, ancient world of mangroves, a world that breathes with the tide and whispers with the wind. A world that holds secret in its roots and survival in its stillness. Seeing this bird even once feels like witnessing something rare and sacred. It is a reminder that some of nature's greatest treasures are not always found in open landscapes or on familiar branches. Sometimes they lie deep in the shadows, waiting for those patient enough to enter. Thank you for joining the exploration on the Birdbook Podcast. Next week, we'll continue our journey with the powerful and majestic stork-billed kingfisher, a bird that commands the river like monarch. Until then, may every tide and every call remind you that the wild still holds mysteries worth seeking.